Alright, so I just wanted to make a short video. Growing up, before I recognized that my parents were indeed sociopathic narcissists, they would do this thing a lot of the times. What do I mean by this thing? Well, they would, it would happen, even if there wasn't necessarily anything wrong, even if they used to do it when they caused me harm. Whenever they caused me harm, they would do this. But I noticed growing up more and more that it would be a common theme, that they would just have this grin, this Joker-like smirk, and it would come out of nowhere. When I'd be doing the dishes, or let's say I felt a little bit down, or I looked a little bit sad. Before I didn't really notice it as much, because I'd turn around and it would almost be like I'd see the side of her lip, doing the smirk, but only for less than a half second. I barely got a glimpse at it. She would do it, as so I wouldn't find out what she was doing. But over the years, I would notice she would be a lot more open to doing this, especially me and my dad. When my dad would be when my mom and dad would be gaslighting me or something, or abusing me in some way, psychologically or emotionally, they would always do this smirk. They would do this smirk, and this smirk is called, I'm sure you've seen it, is called the Dupers delay. And narcissists and sociopaths and psychopaths do this either when they see that their victim is down and out, or they see that they've done something, whether unintentionally or intentionally, to get a rise out of their victim. To essentially they got a rise out of you. They hurt you in some way, and they know they hurt you, and it gives them a feeling of satisfaction. It gives them a sense of purpose. It gives them a feeling of pleasure, knowing that they did that whatever heinous, fucked up thing to you. Excuse me. Knowing whatever heinous, fucked up thing they did to you, they get a kick out of that. But before, I really didn't notice it, and the more and more I grew up, the more and more I noticed it from my dad. I told you all about, I'll go into some of the things we used to do, fucking with my car was one of the big things that my dad was the one who was always fucking with my car for some reason. Fucking with my car, he'd be outside. I caught him multiple times outside, underneath my Chevy Cruze that I'm currently driving, fucking with the bolts in it or something. I found these spare bolts one time in my car after he was screwing with it, and this is just other thing. I've caught him, hiding pills, hiding medicine bottles, vitamins, things like that, wallets. Anytime, pretty much. And this is how I knew eventually, before I even knew it was called Dupers delight. This is how I knew that whatever they were doing, they were the ones that did it. Whatever fucked up thing that was happening, whether I lost my keys, or I lost my wallet, or my car was being fucked up or fucked with, or whatever else was going on, I knew it was them because they had this giant smirk. It's always the same smirk. It's always this Joker, insidious movie smirk that they would have in their face. I'm doing the most screwed up thing to you, and I'm getting away with it, and you still can't. You might suspect that I'm doing it, but you still can't pin the blame on me because you don't have 100% proof. You don't have any proof regarding these things that are happening to you. So I just want to give you some insight on what that smirk means. That's what that smirk means. The Dupers delight is a smirk of satisfaction. You can go back, as far as there are videos of a famous psychopath named Diane Downs, and she killed her kids actually in a heinous way. I think she killed them. I think it was in some kind of car accident. She killed them in a car accident. Her 2 kids. She killed them both. The police were questioning her, and there's just like nothing. There's nothing behind her eyes. It's like she had glass doll eyes. There's nothing behind her eyes, and the whole time, you know, the interviewer would mention like,